Hey, this is Linus, what's up? This is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X. This is a phone that doesn't even cost 200 bucks, but it has great specs, all metal design, nice and sharp display. But if you want to learn more, stay tuned for the full review. Inside the box, you can find a charger, some paperwork, SIM ejector pin, and USB cable. The front of the phone looks just like previous Note series devices. We have a sharp and bright 5.5 inches 1080p LCD display. In fact, it looks a little bit better than a great display found on the Redmi Note 4. We also have nicely backlit capacitive buttons and a highly customizable notification LED light. The Note 4X is made of metal and it definitely feels premium, but I was a little bit disappointed that top and bottom parts of the backplate are made of plastic, not like the all-metal Note 4. We have a 13 megapixel shooter on the back, which is coupled with a dual-tone dual LED flash. Xiaomi phones are known for great fingerprint scanners, and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X is no exception. You can unlock the phone very quickly straight from the standby mode. The buttons feel nice and tactile, and we have some extra features like the Air Blaster to control devices like TVs. Xiaomi decided to stick with a micro USB port on this phone, which is not a deal breaker, but I would prefer the USB Type-C port. As for loudspeaker, I would say it is pretty good as on most of the Xiaomi phones. However, there is a little bit of distortion going on the highest volume settings. The sound quality via the headset jack is pretty good too. I have a standard edition of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X that sports an octa-core Snapdragon 625 chip with a maximum clock speed of 2 GHz, 3 GB of RAM, and 32 GB of storage, which is also expandable via the micro SD card slot. If you are willing to pay extra, you can get 64 GB model with 4 GB of RAM. The gaming performance is great, and the Snapdragon 625 chip does not heat up so quickly. Games like Asphalt 8 run fine on the highest graphics with just a few skipped frames, but that didn't really bother me at all. When it comes to the user interface, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X ships with a MIUI 8, which uses Android 6.0 as a foundation. My review unit ships with a global ROM that has Google Play services pre-installed and Chinese bloatware removed. I love how fast the phone is on the daily basis even after installing quite a few apps. So far the phone has been working fine and I didn't have any lag. As usual, there are plenty of customization options Xiaomi phones have been famous for. Just to name a few, you can adjust display settings, choose from a variety of themes, customize the capacitive buttons, or change the colors of the LED notification light. If you want to customize the phone even further, there are a lot more other features to play with. We have a familiar camera app that allows you to take pictures very fast. You can also play with some basic shooting modes and settings. For example, you can adjust a few image properties using the manual mode. For a $170 phone, the pictures taken with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X look quite nice, and there is a good amount of detail in most of the daylight shots. However, there were a few pictures with softer focus and inaccurate looking colors. When it comes to the low-light photography, the Redmi Note 4X is a pretty good performer. Sure, you can't expect wonders from a $170 phone, but the images are one of the best in class. In fact, I see the improvement over the regular Redmi Note 4, meaning that the Xiaomi finally improved its noise reduction algorithms. Currently I'm shooting with a Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X. This is handheld footage. It's a pretty cloudy but quite bright day. The video quality is pretty good, but it could definitely have more detail and look a little bit sharper. As for selfie camera, a 5 megapixel shooter can produce quite good selfies that will be definitely more than enough for social media needs. So currently I'm shooting with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X.
This is handheld footage and I'm trying to walk a little bit.
Unfortunately, the stock camera app allows you to shoot only in 720p with a front-firing camera. On the other hand, the quality of footage is pretty good and the sound recording quality is decent for a cheap phone.
Upgrade over the Redmi Note 4, has a better processor. So far it seems it has a better camera, but as always, I'm gonna tell you what I think in the full review, so you have to stay tuned.
The phone comes with a hybrid dual SIM card tray, which can take either 2 SIMs or 1 SIM and a micro SD card. As for connectivity, everything has been working fine. I didn't have any issues with Wi-Fi that works fine on both 2.4 and 5 GHz bands. Also, the GPS has been very accurate, and finally, the call quality along with the signal reception have been great. A huge 4100 mAh battery has been phenomenal. I could use the phone for 2 days easily, even with some heavy usage. That translates to over 7 hours of screen on time. You can achieve even better results if you're going to use the phone just for the basic stuff. Although the Snapdragon 625 chip supports the Qualcomm's Quick Charge 3.0 technology for fast charging, Xiaomi does not include the fast charger in the box. That means that it takes about 2.5 hours to fully charge the phone.
Alright, so we've come to the conclusion part, and I wanted to say that the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X is a truly great budget device. You know, it has all-metal design, great build quality, nice and sharp display. The specs are really great. Snapdragon 625 is an awesome processor for such a cheap phone. But a few shortcomings would be the top and bottom parts on the back plate are made of plastic, which is kind of downgrade if you compare this phone to the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4. And also, even though the phone supports Qualcomm's Quick Charge 3.0 feature, it does not ship with a fast charger. All in all, even though the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X has a few shortcomings, like any other smartphone, I still think it's one of the best options out there. And if you're in the market of budget phones, make sure to check this one out. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and as always guys, if you have any questions, please drop me a comment down below, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel if you like my videos, and also please follow TechLineHD on social media like on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. See you soon.